Hello everybody and welcome to the Dogsi Monthly Open Semifinals Brackets B. I will be your host 6th, and in the top right position we do have Terra Australis' Death playing as the Red Terran on Xel'Naga Caverns, facing against AltAaron as the Teal Protoss in the southwestern position. Xel'Naga Caverns is the map, and definitely the spot to be looking out for is just outside of this natural expansion with these two chokes. Definitely be looking for some early force field play. Not early, some crucial force field placement right here, as if you get them down properly and split the army in half and have your Colossi right here, or perhaps even on the high ground with some Stalkers, you can kill a lot of his army for free. Pylon being placed here next to the Nexus, not going to be walling off at the top of the ramp, as it does leave your production facilities a little bit vulnerable, especially against those early bio pushes with the Concussive Shell Marauders and the Marines with their pure numbers. Chrono Boost being spent on the Nexus, going to be busting out those probes at the moment. Supply depot also going down, creating a little wall here with the minerals. Nice little touch. Not too significant at the moment, as you can pop that down as well if you wish to. Barracks being placed as soon as he reaches 150 minerals, so some nice monitoring there by Death. However, at the same time, we do have the gateway coming out. Both players are going to be scouting at the same time when their first production facility is underway. And it does look like that both players are going to be bumping by the Xel'Naga watchtowers. This one, actually, no, just going to be skirting around it. I don't really like that. I mean, it's going to go by it anyway, so you might as well. However, this probe will be going into the Terran base's Death space first, before Death goes into Aaron's base. And looks like there is a refinery down for Death, so no 2 racks. At least no early 2 racks. And the probe actually just going to be a little bit annoying right here. Second SCV being forced to be pulled. And a simulator also has gone down for Aaron. No probes inside it at the moment, but there we go. Going to be throwing down the cybernetics core. I just totally mind farted just then before saturating his gas. Gateway is ready. Should be saving up for those minerals and gas to get out that first Stalker. Expected to be chrono boosted as well in order to get rid of that initial scouting worker as fast as possible. Second assimilator has also gone down back at Death's base. We do have the first Marine able to pick off the scouting probe from Aaron, so no more information for you, wise guy. However, before it died, it did have a final FU. You're going to be stealing the gas of Death. However, expected to go down very quickly to these Marines. As you can see on the health bars, it's just whittling the shields away extremely quickly. Tech Lab has gone down on the barracks, and I'm not actually sure if Aaron has spotted that. No, he has not. He doesn't see the Tech Lab going to be researching concussive shells and popping out that first Marauder. So possibly going to be going in for a very quick Marauder Marine push with the concussive shells. Very effective if microed correctly. Of course, Stim Pack does help as well. Some nice scouting going on here from Aaron on the right-hand side. Possibly going to be putting down some proxy pylons, but no, it looks like he will be taking a position here at the Xel'Naga Watchtower instead. Just going to be scouting out when the Terran moves out. First Marauder is out, second one on the way. Concussive shells is just about finished. And it looks like that Death is going to be going for a 1 Rax FE, plopping down the second barracks as well. Only 1 Marine on this assimilator, just going to be taking it down pretty leisurely. And that assimilator will actually get some useful scouting information, seeing the double barracks going down. Wow. So this is completely seen by Aaron. The 3 racks at least. Which would kind of signal that the command center is down. Just going to be sending in his worker to check up on the expansion timing. All he knows for sure is that the command center is on the low ground. This SCV was forced to trek it around the long way in order to spot for any proxies behind those high reads at the natural expansion. Sees that it's clear and is going to be making his way down to his death very slowly and saying, "Hello, Stalker. Bye, Stalker." And he does die in a fiery explosion in space. Few Marines, 4 Marines, 2 Marauders actually out here. All 3 barracks have finished. I expect to see a lot of Marines coming out right now. 3 actually on the way. Stim Pack. Oh no, concussive. Combat shields before Stim Pack, which is a very curious choice to me. Just because you have this upgrade here, which affects all of your units, but you also have the combat shields, which only affects some of your units for the same price. So I guess, I don't know, to each his own. Proxy Biolon being spent here at the high yield expansion for the Terran. Going to be putting on some pressure very soon, as he is very Sentry Stalker based at the moment. Going to be favoring those ranged units against the Terran. Terran being forced to pull back with this command center early. Very wise choice right there. Going to be putting down a bunker on the low ground. Already having a bunker on the high ground in case he needs a spot to fall back to. Note that AltAaron is also getting his natural expansion up at the same time. So expansion timings very, very similar to both players. 4 Stalkers, 5 Sentries at the moment. He does have enough energy to perpetually force field the base of this ramp if he needs to. So setting up a very nice contain right here on Terra Australis' Death. Keep in mind that Combat Shield is almost finished as well. Second Refinery is going down. That assimilator finally suffered its erosion, I guess I'm going to call it. It finally eroded away to the Marine Fire. And Robotics Facility is just an incoming production facility at the moment. 3-gate Robo on the way. Sorry, I'm not too literate today. Not too good with the words today. And no probes being built at this natural expansion. It looks like that AltAaron's going to be saving up a little bit, waiting to get out the Colossi maybe. Going to be getting out that robotic support bay very soon. More sentries and more stalkers at the front, so only ranged units. Very curious style, very unique style, I would say. Normally you do see players opt to get some zealots and save up their gas for the sentries or even robotics bay units, but the Robo coming down a little bit later. 3 get expanded into Robo. Nice build, very solid. Just going to be saturating these 3rd and 4th gases here in this expansion as well. And just looks like we have a bit of a stalemate right here between the Terran Bio and the Protoss Gateway. Just going to be waiting for a tech advantage. First Observer is almost finished. Robotics Bay is going down now. So expect to see Colossi on the field. Going to be able to take down those Marines very, very easily. And especially with these force fields, really. And Death not pushing out with his army. He's going to be macroing up, trying to get out some sort of tech at the moment, just building his factory. We'll expect to see a starport with some medevacs and what them call them, and Vikings on the way. What them call them. Actually going to be seeing a tech lab factory, so siege tanks are also a very, very strong option right here, especially with the siege mode, as you can outrange all these units. However, once the Colossi is out, or the Observer at least, that might be a little bit more difficult to pull off. AltAaron going to be very content here just to perpetually force field the base of the ramp, not allowing Death to push out. Every second that ticks by is another second that AltAaron has superior economy, which will allow him to build more production facilities and support them, increasing his advantage exponentially. If we go to the Army tab, it's 95 to 92, so it looks like it hasn't really kicked in yet, as the robotics facility is only just being built now. 2 more gateways being added on. Extended thermal lance is being chrono boosted out. Very nice. Back to the production tab, we do see that siege mode is on the way. Medevac as well as a ton of Marines. Marines not exactly the best choice against the Colossi. However, keep in mind that the Colossi will take a while to trek up here, but AltAaron can always delay with more and more force fields. One option that Death could choose to utilize is actually Maynarding his entire army manually with a medevac, but just like this Observer will be here to spot. It looks like AltAaron will be going in for a push. No Guardian Shield, actually. Guardian Shield being used on his retreat as well as a force field. It looks like he's going to be pushing back, just poking in to scout off a little bit, and he did find the information he was looking for, as force field forcing the army to stay contained. Going to be moving out now with the infantry. However, at the same time, just look like the Gateway army is going to be pulling back here, regrouping with the Colossus and a ton of Zealots. Expect to see Zealot charge possibly. No Twilight Council down at the moment. However, a lot of pylons going down, keeping on top of his supply cap, not allowing himself to get supply blocks for the sign of a true pro. More and more Colossi being pumped out, and 5 Warp Gate units worth of Warp Gate units per cycle. Yes, I'm so good at this. Coming out now for AltAaron, so it looks like that he is going to be trying to take down his 3rd base rocks, the low ground rocks. Death also thinking the same thing, going to be putting down the command center. However, he will be opting to go for this high yield expansion because the planetary fortress at this position is extremely strong. It is extremely hard to take down once the Terran has got it up. And a ton of add-ons going on for Death right now. Starport going down as well, double Starport. One with a reactor, the other one not even using this tech lab. Expect to see another reactor possibly. Going to be pumping out Vikings very, very quickly. However, there is also Blink on the way instead of Zealot Charge, which is not currently being chrono boosted. Neither player actually getting upgrades at the moment. Stalkers lying, all the Protoss ground army lying on 000, and no upgrades apiece. This Observer right here going to be able to scout out, just seeing the expansion timing of Death, And one thing that Death might choose to get is actually a Raven, which are extremely useful against the Protoss Stalkers, which have been quite large in number as of late. However, the Zealot count is also catching up. All these sentries just so full of energy. Would really love to see a Ghost EMP on this ball, just completely negate all the sentries out of the battle, actually. Zealot charge going down now. It doesn't look like that Aaron will be looking to try and deny this third base. However, Death setting up his tanks preemptively. Couple of free hits there for Aaron. Gonna be trying to take down this Viking. One Viking goes down as it gets focused down by the Stalkers. This siege tank doing a little bit of damage on the Stalkers. They need to blink forward or blink back. Choose one or the other, buddy. And actually, the entire Protoss army going to be taking down these two strong siege tanks and forcing Death to move in with his Marines and Marauders. However, the force fields go down, which do allow the Clockhead to have some great hits on the Bio army, whittling down the numbers very, very quickly. Zealots coming in here trying to tank for the rest of the army. Some force fields disallowing the retreat, and Death actually choosing to tap out there in game 1. So the series currently stands 1-0 in favor of Alternatives, Aaron, here on Xel'Naga Caverns, meaning that Death does choose the next map, which I'm getting confused with Death and Geth. Man, I love Mass Effect 2. See ya!